the podcast where clinical depression meets comedy. On today's episode...
I went to Dollar Tree.
I went to Dollar Tree to get my vegetables.
Gotta be the same kind of spam, right? If you're a fancy meth head, then you go to Five Below. You guys are in the first year of marriage. A couple years from now, your baby comes and all that stuff.
My baby will never come. Hello, and welcome to the Outtakes Podcast. My name is Matthew D. Daniels, and who are you?
I'm Dan. Dan Dwy.
My best friend, Double D. Dwy. Dan, how you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing very well. It's a beautiful day.
We haven't really spoken in a couple of days, but we've been texting.
Yeah, we've been texting, baby.
What happened with the Wasps, bro?
My grandparents, they're dead. We had dinner on Friday. Am I right about that?
Well, I have it every night.
Only when I'm allowed. And so I was allowed on Friday to have dinner.
Yes, but we had dinner together Friday.
We had dinner together with our spouses. I was observing you very closely, looking at every crevice in real time. You look barbaric.
I dig that. I'm into that.
Yeah, you look like a barbarian that was civilized. He used to be a barbarian, but now he's sitting down to eat.
Yeah, I'm like that Phil Hartman character, caveman lawyer.
You're exactly like the caveman lawyer.
Your Honor, I'm just a caveman. I don't know your modern ways.
Dan, you were exactly like the caveman lawyer, okay? All you need to do is get your law license. You can go to night school.
Why would I go to school to learn how to be a knight if I'm going to be a lawyer? That doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't I go to lawyer school?
I know. It wouldn't make any sense. The knights would just spear you to death, get their big poles and kill you. You'd hold up well because you're strong, okay? Dan is such a good honeydew man. He does all these chores. He fixed up his basement. Look at that. That basement was in shambles. Am I right?
That is correct.
And now it's a finished basement, thanks to you.
Yeah.
What other things do you do around the house, Dan?
When I first met my wife, I felt incomplete. Now I'm finished.
You're just done.
I saw that one. Norm did it on Conan.
Well, it was apropos. Dan Allen Dwy is the ultimate honeydew man. You're a He-Man honeydew man. And it's kind of a catchy name, honeydew man. Where does it come from exactly?
People have a honeydew list, which is their wife writing out, honey do this, honey do that. That's where it comes from.
Nirvana's playing in my mind right now. Lithium. My wife, she wishes that I was a honeydew man, I think.
Well, I think you are, but for different things than I do, you know?
Well, I noticed her staring at you lovingly as you were cutting into your meat, so confident in your honeydewness. And I thought, I can do this too. So I was energized. And so I told my wife, honey, I don't call her honey. Today I'm calling you honey. Honey, I'm your guy. I'm going to fix up the back porch because we have a lot of weeds growing in the back porch. We're renting and it's been bugging me. But Yeah, you like that one, huh?
I do.
So you know how those people, what are they called? The wives, they like to nag. Aren't we evolved beyond that? She doesn't really nag. She kind of suggests things indirectly.
Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at, but also you guys are in the first year of marriage. A couple years from now, your baby comes and all that stuff. It's going to be like,
My baby will never come. We're being polite to each other.
still too polite.
But I don't even like the insinuation because I'm not polite. Stop being so passive aggressive. Just tell me what you want. And I'll tell you yes or no. Like sometimes she'll just take out meat. That meat's out of the fridge, isn't it? You want me to cook this, don't you? Just tell me you want me to cook it.
Stop tiptoeing around the subject. See those eggshells you're walking on? I'm going to shove them in your face.
So she said, my dad used to love mowing the lawn. And I said, I mowed the lawn when I was 14. I've done it hundreds of times and I hate it. And I won't do it.
Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture.
And we're going to hire someone to do that. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I say that in the moment. But then I think about it. It's not going to be as big of a lawn as what I had growing up. Poor me.
You thought about it. I'm not going to pay somebody. That's ridiculous. So now your grass is 3 feet tall.
I might pay someone.
Lazy.
So on Sunday morning, it's a nice day out. There's just something about weed whacking that's just so manly. And I'm trimming the hedges. I start hosing stuff. And hosing is an extension of peeing, just marking my territory.
Mm-hmm.
This is my world. Thinking that I'm a real honeydew man. You don't whistle while you work, do you?
Of course not.
Anyways, feeling really good. I'm feeling really clean. And then I think I wanted to just do the patio, but it's not enough. I'm ready to do more. I'm ready to weed whack this whole world. Anywho, I decide to venture a little bit beyond where I was planning on weed whacking.
I smell trouble.
So I didn't want my time to end with the weed whacker unceremoniously, where I'm still in the middle of a whack. I'm whacking off. I don't want it to look uneven, right? It's like a bad haircut. Trying to be careful, but I get a little carried away. I go into the Pachysandra. It's right below my house. There was just a few weeds. I thought, why not just get them? And as I'm doing it, I take a step and I feel pricker bushes. I thought it was prickers. Then the pricker feels like 10 prickers and then 100 prickers. I hear like, my face starts throbbing and I'm, oh, this is a sting. This is multiple stings. Wasps, 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 wasps crawling on my head, on my ears, run out. I take off my shirt. I look down and I see 4 or 5 wasps on my feet. I take off my shoes. And I take off my pants. I take off all my clothes, rolling around, just shot up to hell, like Sonny in The Godfather. I'm like, this is bad. We've all seen My Girl. I'm Macaulay Culkin going in for Anna Chumsley's character, and I'm going to die. So I throw off my clothes back into the house. Emma's talking on the phone to a family friend. Emma, I just got stung all over the place. You got to get off the phone. And she's like, Charles, I have to go. Matt's been stung by bees or wasps. And then Charles said, well, it serves him right for not calling me back. I'm like, F you, Charles.
Did Uncle Charles have a voodoo doll of you and he just stuck a pin in your legs 50,000 times? Those were voodoo wasps.
He's a wasp. You've met him.
Yeah, he commanded his herd.
His useless herd. Wasps don't even provide honey. They're just impotent bees that have stingers.
Minions, engage.
Finish him. Destroy Matthew. So you could still kind of see. I looked like I had diabetes. Who's that guy that had the diabetes commercial?
Which one? I don't know.
The walrus mustache guy?
Yeah. I know who you're talking. I think he did a lot of gold commercials too.
He can't be alive still.
No way. There's no way.
Unless he looks 75, even when he was like 40. And
there are people like that, you know?
Yeah, he could be kicking. Grumsley? Walter Grumsley? Something. He was in The Firm.
Yeah, you're close.
Wigglesworth.
Ed Grimley? I don't know. So anyway, your stings.
I think I must have gotten stung at least 30 times. I didn't want to pout too much. It hurt. Emma was like, are you going to go into paraplegic shock? I don't know what that means, but no, because I take a steroid that combats venom. I could withstand those motherfuckers for as long as they wanted to sting me. I wasn't going to go out like a bitch like Macaulay did. He destroyed my life in My Girl when he died. Wasn't that the saddest movie?
Very, very sad, yeah.
I was thinking about him. I was getting stung. I'm just like Christopher David. Or what was his name?
In My Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember the name. You know why? Because I just remember him as Macaulay Culkin. That's why.
They killed Macaulay.
You know what would have been a classic, just awesome moment? It would have ruined the movie, but if he got stung in My Girl and just went... That would have been epic.
It would have been epic if he just did that for every movie.
Every single role.
Then cut the check. Anywho, I took a little rest after 5 minutes. Said the job is not over. And Jude, my son, was like, you going back out there? What the fuck? You care about me. He cares. Happy to say that the back porch looks great. I'm forever traumatized, but I got my revenge. I woke up early yesterday morning and I had a covert operation. I threw paper towels all over the hive and then started spraying it, and I was just dousing them with water and laughing as I did it.
You waterboarded the nest.
I waterboarded those fuck. And listen, Christopher Hitchens, it's torture, mother. G-unit. And then, after I waterboarded them, I waited 16 hours, and last night, I got the wasp killer, sprayed their asses. I fucking napalmed them. So not only did I waterboard them, but I bombed their ass. And then I did another Nagasaki, make sure those aren't coming back.
Nice.
Guess what Emma said?
You're a murderer.
Not only did she say I was a murderer, but she was looking online to see how to safely remove a wasp's nest to another location. And this is the topper. She said, you attacked them. Well, first of all, I could see how you might think I disturbed them, but there was nothing malicious. I wasn't trying to attack them. I was just trying to weed whack. The wasps aren't taking this personally. Do you get the difference?
Yeah, it's like, I know the guy mugged you and stabbed you, but you got to go find him and get him to rehab. And by the way, you walked onto his block. He's defending his turf.
What were you doing?
Obviously, that's a cry for help, and you need to go help him.
You got to relocate them.
I made him dinner. Here, bring it to him.
I caught her feeding the wasps, giving them little water bottles of Gatorade and stuff. She's their den mother now. I took that very personally when I saw that she was the den mother, and I got jealous. That's when I decided to not only waterboard, but double douse them.
I don't blame you.
How do I cure her of this ill, Dan?
Okay. First, you take a bunch of paper towels.
Just waterboard just a little bit, right? Dan, was there any other hot topics you wanted to cover?
Well, there were a couple, but
There were a couple for me, too.
I didn't realize the Wasps things were an epic poem from Homer.
Go! Sorry, Dan.
But yeah, that phone call that interrupted us before for the doctor's appointment was a follow-up. My spider bite.
Yes. Isn't that fortuitous?
I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. But basically, last week, I had a feeling on my lower back. I didn't really think much of it or investigate it. It just felt like I was getting a zit.
Nothing you couldn't handle.
And then the next day, I was getting into the shower. Let me look, see if this thing's got a head yet. And I looked, and there was a giant red circle right where a tramp stamp would be. And not a ring like you'd get from a tick with Lyme disease. It's a solid red circle. Oh, that's probably not good. So I went to urgent care the next day, got some antibiotics. And day or two following, just starting the antibiotics, it was kind of growing still, like the infection was spreading. But it's good now. It's going away. I think I sat on the mower and there must have been a spider crawling around on the mower and just like bit my lower back as I sat onto the mower at some point.
What's your ow sound?
Well, it depends on how severe the owie is. If it's pretty severe, I'm like, ow! If it's like something bit me, it's like, huh?
We are such simple creatures. I have the Macaulay Culkin. That's me. Just the oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Hey, do you ever do Taco Tuesday?
I've always wanted to. Nobody ever wants to do it with me.
I finally started doing it. In the past, it was like, I'm making tacos, but it's Wednesday, and it's like, it's the wrong day. It's not even going to taste good now.
This sucks. Dan, I actually thought of something very sweet. George wrote me a Father's Day card. My dad likes to cook me tacos, and he has this great drawing, and he says, I cook the best tacos. So, all I need is the Tuesday, and then it'll be perfect.
Well, you know what? Speaking of cooking, guess what happened?
What?
And I know he's going to listen to this because he listens to our podcast. All right? My nephew, Aiden, yeah, I'm talking to you, bro. We had a graduation party for him at my house.
Oh, yeah.
Leading up to the party, hey, man, what do you want? Should we cater it? Get a bunch of trays of pasta from an Italian place?
Some gabagool?
He's like, no. You have that smoker. I want ribs and stuff.
Where's the gabagool?
So I'm like, okay. So figured I'd smoke some ribs and then I just make burgers and hot dogs, regular barbecue fare. And I don't just buy the pack of Lloyd's ribs that are pre-sauced and seasoned and all that stuff.
You're a honeydew man. You don't do that shit.
Just a straight up pack of raw ribs. I trim all the fat off. I peel the membrane off the back that some people call silver skin. Pat it down with a rub. I let it sit in the rub till the meat starts to sweat. And then I smoke it for 2 hours. And then I wrap it with a bunch of other ingredients. And I smoke it for another hour in the wrap. It's fall off the bone, amazing, good ribs. But it's labor intensive,
You sound like a maniac.
Well, guess what? I made 3 racks of ribs and a whole bunch of burgers and some hot dogs. And my wife made like macaroni salad, pasta salad, stuff like that to go on the side.
Any gabagool?
No gabagool.
Okay. Think about gabagool for next time.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Just a thought.
So Aiden, whose party it was, whose special request was ribs.
Congrats, Aiden.
Yep. He had a burger, he had a hot dog, he had some macaroni salad. Dinner's winding down, start to put stuff away. I'm like, hey, Aiden, you got some ribs, right? Yeah, I had one. You had one? Go, yeah, I had a burger. Basically, I made 3 racks. There was like 1 whole rack left. And I wrapped it up in tinfoil, and I'm like, you're taking this home, and you're eating it.
You racked him in the ribs. That's who you're having for dinner. Hannibal Lecter. Aiden, have you eaten the ribs yet? Because we will guilt you if you haven't. You're going to get guilted. Eat those ribs, Aiden. Your uncle worked hard.
Nah, it's fine. I just hope you had a good time at the party.
Yeah, you did it for love.
It was one of those things where I'm like, oh, okay, so I made them for you. Could have just made burgers. Whatever. That's fine. Don't worry about me.
When you started to say membrane, Dan went deep. He went deep.
I had those black, thick, grilling latex gloves on. I could have started a second barbecue channel on YouTube.
I would watch your YouTube channel. I'd be a little afraid, but I'd watch it.
Afraid of what?
Just if I did it wrong. You're actually a good teacher. You're very patient, but I'm a little ADD, so I don't like to do things wrong, but I do things wrong all the time.
Back when I was going to apprenticeship school for being an electrician, there was one instructor that had a interesting lesson. He would put down a loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, a jar of jelly, and like a butter knife. Okay, I've never made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before. Tell me how to do it. So somebody goes, first put the peanut butter on the bread. So he puts the jar of peanut butter onto the loaf of bread. No, not like that. That's what you said to do. Okay, take 2 slices of bread out of the package. So he does that. Now take the butter knife, scoop out some peanut butter, and spread it onto the bread. Okay, so he scoops peanut butter out, picks up a piece of bread, and he starts spreading peanut butter around the crust of the bread. No, not like that. I'm doing what you told me to do. This is what it's like for an electrician to tell an apprentice what to do on a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating for both sides. You can't read his mind, and he forgets that you haven't done it before. So basically, it was a lesson in communication.
Today's kids, you lost me at the peanut butter. They can't focus.
Plus, you got to be careful. You can't bring peanut butter out in public like that anymore with all the peanut allergies out there.
Oh, I would love to just peanut F some people. Peanut allergies are a conspiracy.
Well, okay.
Against the good people of Smuckers, brought on by their sister company, Smucker's Jelly. Smucker's Peanut Butter, they were brother and sister. Peanut Butter and Jelly were a brother and sister company. The sister got jealous of the peanut butter brother, and they put allergies into the peanut butter.
If you read the ingredients list, peanuts, canola oil, allergies.
Yes, by Jelly Smuckers, jealous of her brother.
Have you ever had goobers?
Yeah, the peanuts with chocolate.
No. I'm talking about the jar, peanut butter and jelly all in the same container. I've never had it. It looks terrible.
That's an abomination. That's what the court decided, is that you guys have to just live together in a jar when they split up the company. Don't you get annoyed by the people with allergies, though?
Of course.
What is that all about? What's the deal with allergies?
I don't know, man.
It's like the gluten thing. Son's got celiacs, and I think it's a bunch of... So I just keep feeding him gluten. Die, mother... Die.
Yeah, well, you know what? I saw some freaking clip online recently where this guy's talking about gluten's just a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Because it's really our overprocessed shit. Take all the nutrients out of the wheat, bother your stomach, and then we bleach it. There was a guy reacting to another TikTok of somebody in Europe saying, how is it that over here in Spain and Italy and France, I can eat all the bread I want, but I've been gluten-free in America and Canada for 10 years because every time I eat it over there, my stomach's killing me.
Yeah, I said the same thing to my sister, and she said, you're an idiot. That's misinformation. And you don't know what you're talking about. Max has celiacs, and I guess she did like actual research.
You mean she's not getting her information on the internet like us?
God damn it, it's much easier to get it on TikTok. And unfortunately, I'm not smart enough to even like give you the real facts.
No, Megan, you don't understand. This is what Joe Rogan said.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. He's the guy, the MMA guy.
I've been doing martial arts my whole life. I don't want to fight anybody.
Yeah.
He's on Fear Factor. He's like a reality pioneer. I mean, he stands up against the Liver King. The Liver King doesn't know, but he knows.
Did you know that evil ivermectin, the horse dewormer, is actually a cure for cancer, and Big Pharma doesn't want you to know?
Rogan exposes the truth. Who knows? Who knows? People say things that might be true, might not be true. Rogan exposed Carlos Mencia. He's a truth teller.
Yeah.
That's what got him going.
That's what got him going. That was cool.
Joe Rogan's going behind the scenes and giving us a peek at what was really happening.
It wasn't even just Joe Rogan. George Lopez punched him out. There was a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, it was a juicy story that Rogan really took advantage of, but he wasn't stealing from Rogan.
No, but...
Nobody wants to steal from Rogan. He's not funny.
He wanted to get laughs, so he stole from funny comedians.
I almost think Carlos Mencia is irrelevant. My point is that Joe Rogan was smart to shit talk Carlos Mencia and say what everybody's been kind of whispering, and then he comes off as like the hero. Carlos Mencia went on Mark Maron's podcast, and Mark Maron gave him a fair shake. Do you remember this? This was like 2008.
I remember.
Yeah. Joe Rogan, God, I hated Joe Rogan from the beginning. And Fear Factor, I was like, this guy is a dick. He just reminded me of a guy that we would have went to school with, just sarcastic, meathead.
Oh, yeah.
But without a lot of kindness.
Did you see his stand-up special?
No, I'm not going to give him my time. You did, it sounds like. God damn it.
It was not good.
It wasn't good? Okay.
It was not good.
Thank God. I would watch him on UFC. He seemed like he was coked up.
Oh, you think so?
People are saying, have we really asked? Is Joe Rogan coked up?
I don't know.
Got a lot of power, so more power to him.
Hey, you know what I heard about? Man, it's crazy. I was watching Amy Poehler's podcast, Good Hang.
Yep, I watched it.
Have you seen the one with Jack Black?
I did watch some of that.
Did you hear him tell the story about Gallagher and Gallagher 2?
It's a good one. Tell it.
A lot of people, especially if they're as old as we are, know who Gallagher is and the story with Gallagher 2. But Gallagher was a comedian, did a lot of prop comedy. People at his shows would actually have like ponchos or like a tarp they would hold up in the front couple of rows because he would sledgehammer a freaking watermelon. But his brother looked exactly like him. The bald mullet, the bullet.
The bullet.
But he gave his brother his act. He taught his act to his brother. So his brother was like Gallagher too. According to Jack Black's story, they had a falling out and Gallagher's like, you know what? Give me my act back. You're not allowed to do it anymore. I'm just Gallagher. You're not Gallagher anything anymore.
You're not Gallagher 2 anymore.
And Gallagher 2 was just like, fuck you. I'm still doing it. I know it.
I'm Gallagher 1.
But apparently they shared a manager and some kid who lived in the same neighborhood as the manager was like, oh, you manage Gallagher? That's so freaking cool, man. I'm the biggest fan of Gallagher ever. And the manager's like, yeah, I'll teach you how to be Gallagher too. I'll tell you everything. And that kid grew up to be Carrot Top.
The comedian that Dan saw in 1998. Now, let me ask you this. Do we know who the real Gallagher was? What if we've been following the wrong Gallagher?
Well, it's very possible.
What if Gallagher 1 was Gallagher 2? What if Carrot Top was the original Gallagher and he's just been preserved all these years? Could that be?
Yeah, he's a pickled carrot.
Emma loved Carrot Top.
Yeah.
She saw him in Vegas and she's like, you know who was really funny? Carrot Top. He was hilarious. And I said, get out, leave.
People like to hate on him because he relies on the props. He's funny.
I knew you'd like him too.
He's not my favorite comedian. I don't think of him as like an actual stand-up, but he's funny.
Jack Black was good about giving Gallagher the due respect of his clown. If he knows what his clown is, he could have franchised that. He'll still dress up as Gallagher, but if he wasn't such an asshole, maybe he would have been looked at more fondly.
The smashing of the watermelon?
Yeah. It's good every time.
Yeah, so he was doing like a fake infomercial, and he called the sledgehammer the Sledge-O-Matic. It was like Dice Clay doing nursery rhymes, the go-to bit that everyone needed to see when they saw Gallagher. Nowadays, he'd be canceled for unnecessarily wasting food.
My dream is to be canceled. Remember when we used to freestyle, Dan?
Yeah, we were never good.
We were never good, but we would vibe.
You know what I was thinking about just the other day?
What?
For a good while there, every time we were in the car together, we would do Dead Wrong.
Dead wrong. Relax and take notes.
Are you looking for me to continue it?
Yes.
While I take tokes of the marijuana smoke.
I think Eminem did not have a good experience on Dead Wrong because of Diddy.
Eminem's been talking Diddy since I can remember.
I go as far to say that Eminem is like Joe Rogan and Diddy is like Carlos Mencia. He's been truth-telling for a long time.
Yeah.
What was Eminem doing on TRL with Mark Wahlberg? And why do I keep getting that video fed to me on my algorithm? Do you ever get it?
I've gotten it like once. I'm surprised I don't get it more. I watch a lot of M stuff. The one I get more is Nelly talking smack about Eminem on TRL.
Ooh.
And then they cut to Eminem doing a freestyle.
Well, those are two of my heroes. Hot shit. What, you think I live on a farm?
He doesn't really talk smack, but Carson Daly's like, oh, Nelly, what do you think about Eminem?
Carson Daly. Ring. He's such a
But he's like, Nelly, what do you think of Eminem? Nelly's just like, listen, Eminem's candy. I eat candy.
Yeah, good one. We haven't heard that one before. Saint Lunatic. Saint Lunatic. How about that?
Listen, I loved that album.
Country Grammar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what else?
Oh, what about Hot in Here? Hot in.
Yeah, that was on the Country Grammar album.
No. Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Good gracious, ass it's bodacious. You know, something, nice. Hot in. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
doesn't trust me, folks.
No, I trust you.
He trusts me, folks. He does trust me. He loves me.
Yeah, I don't know why I remembered it all being on one album. But anyway, he still died out pretty quick.
He was fire for a little while.
For a little while, yeah.
Then he got on roid. Better as like a shortstop. He should have stayed as a shortstop and not become a running back. Once he got the running back frame, it was over, you know?
He had his moment.
I think he was a raper too. That's allegedly. Dan, do we have any other housekeeping issues? Oh God, I just copied the podcast I listened to. Did we have any other sesh tops we wanted to hone in on?
Can I tell you a street joke I just remembered from when we were kids?
Yes. The streets of Poquag?
I don't know where the origin of this joke is.
Wait, Dan, is it the streets of Poquag?
Of course, the only streets I knew.
Yeah, baby.
Let's record it for posterity. Starts off pretty classic. Guy walks into a bar. Okay? Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Behind the bar, to the side of the bartender, he sees this big vat full of cash. So he's like, hey, I've never been here before, Mr. Bartender, but just out of curiosity, what's going on with that big vat of cash over there? Like, obviously, it's out on display for people to see. He's like, oh, we have a contest going on at this bar. You know, let's say $5 to give it a shot. I put it into the vat, complete the 3 tasks in the contest. You get the entire vat of money. Nobody's ever done it. And as you can see, we've been doing it for quite a long time. There's a lot of cash in there. Like, all right, well, it sounds like it's probably pretty hard. Not saying I'm going to do it, but what is the competition? First thing you have to do, put a full bottle of tequila, I give it to you. You got to chug the whole thing down it in under 30 seconds. And the guy's like, I could probably do it, I think, but that's kind of rough. What's the next thing? Next thing is you got to go to the alley behind the bar, through that door over there, and there's an old mean junkyard dog. You got to pull one of the dog's teeth and bring it back to me. Oh, yeah, people never get past that step. Like, all right, well, what's the third thing? Third thing is 80-something-year-old woman lives in the apartment above the bar.
My fingers hurt.
You got to go upstairs and rock her world. Do all 3, win the whole vat of cash. All right, well, this sounds absolutely insane, but interesting. So the guy just sits at the bar and orders a beer, orders another beer, starts drinking a third, staring at the vat of cash. A couple beers in, he's like, you know, what the hell? Why don't I just try? So he pulls out a $5 bill. He's, you know what, bartender? Slaps it down on the bar. I'm in. Okay. Opens the bottle of tequila, gives it to him. Brings it to his lips. Chug, 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 chug. The bartender is timing him. The guy slams the bottle down. Just made it. 28 seconds. Can't believe I got it down in that amount of time. I'm really buzzed. He already had a couple beers. Just down a bottle of tequila.
He's wasted.
All right. There's the back door. Dog's out there. So he goes out to the alley. Everybody in the bar can't see what he's doing, but you can hear the dog growling, barking, trash cans banging on the ground and against the walls of the alley, clothes tearing, some kind of crazy freaking man versus dog fight out there, right? And then you hear, and the guy comes back in. He's bloody, scratched to hell. His clothes are all ripped up. He's got holes in his jeans. The bartender's like, how'd you do with step number 2? Pretty good. But now I got to go upstairs and get one of that old lady's teeth.
How did you know my Mima? Did you get that from a joke book?
No,
No, from the street.
that was on the playground, man. That was right by the monkey bars.
Dan, any closing thoughts?
We did a lot of riffing. Ken Riffy Jr.
We were Ken Riffy Jr. and son. Do you want to be Ken Griffey or do you want to be Ken Griffey Jr.?
What did the pirate say about the steering wheel in his pants?
I don't know what.
It's driving me nuts.
Pirate said, say it one more time.
What did the pirate say about the steering wheel in his pants?
Driving me nuts. Because nuts in driving, you have nuts in balls. Got him.
Right. It's driving him nuts, but it's driving his nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
That's his dad. Ken Griffey Sr.
What?
I don't know. I thought you were making a connection to Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr.
Nah, I was just changing the subject. I didn't feel like answering your question.
God damn it. Well, Dan, you know, understandable. I really like this microphone.
I like it. I feel like I'm on a game show.
Dan, it was great having you this evening. I really appreciate it, and I hope you come back.
Anytime.
All right. Anything else, Danny?
Nope. I'm glad we went through your wasp story.
Took a while.
Next Riffing Tuesday, we'll go through one of my days. Talk about how I woke up, blinked, took several breaths, started walking with the left foot.
I wanted to become a honeydew man, just like you. I wanted to be just like my best friend, Dan. My same person.
You know what you should never do again? Is you should never fail to return a phone call from Uncle Charlie.
Right.
That's the catalyst for the whole thing.
You never insult a wasp because the wasp will find you. He will disinvite you from his boat and he'll also get his minions to sting the shit out of you. Never insult a wasp.
The end.
Goodbye.